want the podcast? Don't you want 43p? Okay, so for skit ideas. Spitball some skit ideas.
I wanted to start the podcast with a skit.
Yeah, what kind of thing usually makes you laugh?
What makes you crack up?
Let's say you're watching a movie, fat guy falls and his pants go down.
Maybe there's a trombone in the background.
Yeah.
Which one?
So maybe there's also a trombone in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Funny fails compilation.
Fails compilation is a hit.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yes.
And I didn't give it to you at first, but it's a hit.
It's a hit. Like, it seems simple and not like it would be a hit, but once you sit there and you watch those funny fails, you'll laugh eventually.
You'll laugh eventually.
Something is gonna get you.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I can think of like some in my head, like funny fails from when I saw videos of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So like, why is it not a thing anymore?
I don't know. It's not a thing anymore. Why is Mr. Bean not a thing anymore?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Mr. Bean's not a thing anymore because was it ever really like very funny? I'm sure there are like some scenes that are really good, and also Rowan Atkinson is
Yeah.
the great
Legendary.
one of the goats. Yeah,
Legendary.
one of the greatest.
We should
of
have
all
him on the
times.
show.
Would love to have him on the show, or maybe
Yeah.
should I say, his daughter is a smoke show.
Is she? I don't even know.
Have you seen her daughter? His daughter?
No.
Yeah, he has a daughter, and she's a smoke show.
I didn't know that.
Maybe she can be on the pod.
She can be on the pod if Rowan can't be on the pod.
If Rowan won't do it, we'll have his. I mean, we would ask his daughter.
Yeah.
You were gonna say we would have his daughter.
We would have his
But
daughter here.
You shouldn't say
if
that.
she wanted to.
You shouldn't say that
If she wanted
because
to.
that's sexism, and I don't stand for it on the pod.
All right then.
What is the pod?
This pod?
Actually, do the intro. What is Edmir? What is this?
This isn't what it looks like. To begin with.
Okay.
No, it is today. Who knows what it is today? Today is just a series of random topics every week that we discuss.
I think it's because the old format of the show. Listen, while it was good, we can't always come out with those kind of bangers.
Yeah, and it's sort of
Banged out.
yeah, and we felt restrained by it. Like our creativity needed more
Exactly.
space and
Our
room.
creativity needed more space. Is what I was gonna say.
Although all the feedback I've heard is I prefer the old style,
Yeah.
but I pretend not to hear that.
Same, because this is
better.
better
You
for
will like
longevity.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least 150 people like it.
Now it's more of a hangout. Imagine if it was physical, and then we would actually be able to bring maybe 100 to 200 people every day, every Sunday.
That would
we
be
would bring
crazy.
that many people to a venue.
100?
Yeah,
I mean, imagine if 100 people lined up
yeah,
to hug you.
yeah,
You get COVID.
yeah. Which is why I've had it so many times.
Same, actually. Anyway, the 43 podcast, back at it again. Guy in the chair.
On a Thursday evening,
On a Thursday fucking
trivia,
evening.
some
That ain't
fun fact.
That ain't
Thursday.
right.
Right after work.
That ain't right. And it's dark outside.
Yeah, and my back hurts. Sorry, you asked the guy in the chair something.
No, I didn't. I said, again, guy in the chair, back again.
Oh.
Back at it again with the guy in the chair.
I like.
No holiday vacation for this guy in the chair.
3 times in a row?
3
Back?
times in a row is pretty good.
Yeah,
I think for every 3 times in a row, you get one. You get one
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to store up your vacation days, you have one. Pretty good, right?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Fair? Everyone agree?
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I stack them?
You can stack them. So if you do another 3 in a row, you get another. You can save your vacation day. But at the end of the year, we have with corporate style. We must remove those vacation days. So if you don't use them up by the end of the year, you lose them.
What about your guys' vacation days?
We're the bosses. We don't
take
we don't take vacations.
We don't have days off.
except for sometimes when Amir goes to Montenegro
Yeah, but I grind
or
there.
Or
Copenhagen.
Denmark?
Yeah, but I grind there.
Oh, we missed the pod episode.
Or-
Yeah, but I grind there.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't know if that's true.
Let's give the listeners something to listen to.
Let's think of something to listen to. Because how about you go? Because I'm the one who always provides the bangers around here.
No way.
You really don't.
Not since I got back into shape a couple of episodes ago.
Amir, you are in shape.
Actually, I have.
Wait, we got in the chair. Were you looking up Rowan Atkinson's daughter? You have a picture?
Yeah.
Can we decide if she's a smoke show or not first?
Well, you
Sure.
do that. You do that. I'm a little bit. I don't care so much about that. I care more about what's inside.
Okay, let me see. Hey, why are you laughing and smiling, man?
Because you're just silent. I mean,
No,
she's
yay. You were laughing. What you laughing at, man?
nothing.
No, she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Verdict.
Verdict.
She's beautiful.
That's the final verdict.
Yeah.
I have a couple of things on my list.
I was gonna make a joke, something about Bean, Mr. Bean,
Yeah, I was.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay,
Bean.
okay. Yeah.
his daughter Bean. Are you really not getting it? Or are you just like, okay, now you're getting it, right? Yeah, she got it. Gone.
It's a short list, but it's called things that we think are annoying, but aren't really.
You know what a good segment of the show is? Emir's lists.
I like making lists. I didn't know that.
Emir's like observations.
A Larry David sort of.
A Larry
segment
David style
of
list
sorts.
of Emir.
Yeah, I'd
Go
be down
on,
for it.
man.
But this
Because
is
I'm into the list.
but this is a short list. It's only 2 items on the list.
Well, let's crack it.
Anyway, helping somebody move.
Whoa!
That's not as bad as it sounds. You get it? You guys know what I mean?
I'm not agreeing.
You're not agree.
I think that is pretty annoying.
It's annoying, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not really annoying. That's the list.
Okay.
That's why it's on this list.
It
because,
is.
because okay, when you think of it, if they ask you to do it on like a Saturday morning, let's say,
Okay.
then you're like, ah, shit, I gotta get up early on Saturday morning. I can't really
Yes.
do something crazy on Friday. I could, but I'll be a bad friend. I'll be in bad shape the next
yeah,
day.
you'd be hungover, and you can't move someone on a hungover.
Then you're pretty useless. So, so that's annoying, of course. But then you get up, and maybe that person picks you up in a truck or something, and then hey, I got you coffee. Oh, nice. I need this.
Okay.
I have the coffee. I also have some snacks. Oh, cool. And then you go to that person's apartment, and then you open up the door, and and then you start bringing down the furniture up and down the elevator, and it's annoying. It's a lot of hard work. But it's also something rewarding about the whole thing. Helping a friend out, helping them move things. And then you almost start to bond in the middle of the process over how shitty it is. Like, oh my God, this couch, oh my, how should we carry it? Yeah, if you go left there, I go this way. It's like problem solving.
Yeah.
So it's a good
Problem
bonding
solving.
experience. Because you can't bond the best way to bond is by doing something
overcoming
annoying. Overcoming an obstacle. Thank you. Now you're getting it.
All right, listen,
Thoughts?
I get it.
Thoughts?
I'm in on the bonding.
And then once you're done, it's such a relief.
Uh-huh.
Once you're completely done with the whole move, and then you go for like, you
Pizza.
eat something, a pizza.
Of course, a pizza.
That's cliche, but you could go for a pizza or a pasta. Last time I helped somebody move, we went for a pasta.
You went for a pasta.
They paid.
Listen, this is great, man.
Yeah.
But you're not thinking of the fact that we live in Sweden.
Sweden.
Okay? And
Stockholm,
not
Sweden.
in all these like buildings, they're kind of old, right?
Yeah, in
You're
the city
with me
center.
there?
In the city center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Swallow Gate.
Swallow Gate, my previous place.
Yeah. Imagine lifting a couch up and down 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah. That's annoying.
That sucks. And you've ruined my day.
The last time I helped someone move, they lived on the top floor, which is like floor 4. And I got there and I go into the building and there's a note on the elevator that the elevator doesn't work today. Yeah.
Is this someone? Was this recent?
No.
Oh, so this was like back in Wales.
No, it's here.
Why do I not have
You
any
weren't there.
recollection?
I went.
I was doing something awesome. I was doing something awesome.
I was
You were-
helping a friend.
You were helping a friend. I
while
was
you
busy doing something awesome.
were
Yeah, right
probably
on.
doing something
Okay, they weren't my friend.
selfish.
They weren't my friend. If they were my friend,
I'll tell them that.
if chill with that. Don't say
No,
that.
but-
Actually, no. Okay, but
Are you
I mean,
guys done?
that
I
turned it into quite a
understand.
bad.
You understand.
I understand. I
You
understand,
understand
like-
the relief at the end of the day is the reward of all your hard work. which is-
yes, and then you go home and you're like, okay, well, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you work. Saturday, my day off.
Yeah.
or Saturday is like
Yeah.
for the boys.
Yeah.
Isn't that the saying? Saturday's for the boys.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta help.
Zoomer.
I don't know.
Can you look it up?
Some days,
What day is for the boys?
some Saturdays you gotta help out a boy.
Yeah. Listen, I want to agree because if someone asks me to help them move, I'm saying yes. Like I will help you,
Yeah,
depending on how good.
but
friends we
you
are.
will not enjoy it necessarily.
But like, am I really gonna lie and be like, "Oh, this is fun. Wow, this is great. Oh, wow, this is well, this is
We're
totally
bonding and
fun."
we're problem solving together.
I'd like to say the official Boys' Day is May 5th because the Japanese celebrate the health and happiness for the boys.
There we go.
May 5th. What is that next year? Can you look that up?
Make sure you move on
May
the
5th.
no,
Yeah.
not on that day, I suppose.
2023 May 5th. What is that? Listen, I'm with
Friday.
you. Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe Fridays are for the boys.
Yeah.
I think it's Saturdays for the boys. Okay. What else do you have to say about
The
that?
second, no, I don't have anything else to say rather than that it's not as annoying as you think.
Okay, because when you didn't ask me to help you move
Yeah.
both times,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I offered to help you, and you said like, "No, me and my brother got it."
Yeah.
So I was a good friend to offer.
Yeah, but you would have been an even better friend if you insisted, even when I said no.
Jesus Christ, you're a
Yeah,
psycho.
you would have. It would have been better if you
That's
waited
some
outside.
psycho
If you
shit.
waited outside my door
Yeah.
the next day
With
when
a-
I was supposed to move, yeah,
Okay.
that would have been. You would have been
With like one of
greater.
those belts around my.
Yeah.
If you
for
pulled up
lifting.
in the van
With
with
a
a coffee.
If you,
Yeah,
yeah, if
listen.
you also rented a van,
Here's this coffee.
yeah.
You know what? Last time I helped someone move, I had to rent the van,
Oh,
and
you shouldn't have to do that.
no, and then I was driving this big fucking moving truck.
Yeah.
And like it was all fucking weird, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's
it was
the worst.
totally messed up. It was in the city. I did almost all of the work,
Yeah.
and I have an awful experience doing that, helping someone move. So I ain't doing it.
I'm sad to hear
again.
it, but I hope that one day you'll have a good move day.
Yeah, I hope so too. Maybe your next one, man.
I helped our keyboard player move this summer.
Yes, yeah.
But that was
But
an easy
she doesn't
move.
have like a
Yeah, that was
couch.
It doesn't
a
really
bed.
It doesn't really count because what I did was I just brought the car and she had a couple of
She had a couple of bags she brought down.
bags.
You
And
gave
boxes.
someone a ride.
I gave her a ride. I held up, opened the doors, and then I got a coffee. We had like a coffee. It was nice, but I did help my brother, and that was when I helped my brother. It was chaos, Richard. It was chaos.
That's a house, and that's how many couch?
It was
How many bed?
yeah. It was a couple at least.
Wardrobe.
Heavy shit.
Heavy shit.
But at the end of the day, it felt rewarding.
Yeah.
So that's that. So next time you're gonna help somebody move, don't think of it. Don't have that. Don't go with that negative mindset.
Okay.
Or go, but be ready to have your mindset changed.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Go on.
Having to stay late after work. : Things get quirky. You gotta give me that.
Things do get quirky on the
Things get
43P.
quirky. Yes.
You gotta admit that too.
If you stay late after work.
Yeah, I understand because it's like, I think you have to be like, oh no, like I don't want to do that. It also depends what job you have. You know,
Yeah.
like if you're a mover, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a mover.
Yeah.
And you're now like it's like 8 p.m. and you're still moving this person's stuff because they're like
Yeah.
being an idiot and stuff. Then you're probably not having a good time.
Yeah,
But
especially
in a corporate job,
in a corporate job, if you're sitting at the office,
yeah, it's
and
nice in there.
you gotta
There's a coffee machine.
Yes.
There's a couch. There's
It's
like
warm.
snacks in
Ping
the
pong
fridge.
table if
Ping
you
pong
want
table.
a little quick break.
Yeah, and like we got to get these papers done by tomorrow. It's like all of you
Yeah.
sort of pitch in together to
Yes,
help out.
yes. And then somebody gets dinner and comes
Oh.
back with like some Asian food or something
Yeah.
like that.
Like, ooh, that was me.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you crack some jokes and like that's proper bonding time.
I think the thing is that you have to sound like you're annoyed because it's not cool to be the guy who's totally fine with it.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah,
kinda
you have
fun,
to go,
actually.
oh, this sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
When really
you're
it's like you were anyway just gonna go home and
Yeah, I had nothing better to do, so.
watch Netflix.
Yes. So it's not, that one is actually not as annoying. But maybe if I had a family, I would be annoyed. If I had kids.
Do parents really want to spend that much time with their
Or-
kids?
Oh, maybe they're happy to stay late.
You don't think after 3 years of picking up shit and piss
Yeah.
and puke
Yeah.
and spit
Yeah.
and sweat
Mm.
and blood
Mm.
and shit
And shit again.
and piss,
And piss again.
you're just like,
Multiple.
oh, I gotta stay late at the office.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
No,
have
I-
to stay here and have a couple of beers while we're finishing this
Yeah.
accounting report. Oh no.
True, there are some parents who enjoy going into the office just for that reason, to avoid, to get a little break.
And then they cheat on their wives too.
That's a different story.
Do you think men cheat on women more than women cheat on men?
Yes, I think that's like statistically true.
Is that a statistic too?
That is
Probably.
the
You know, I was watching this. I was watching the Try Guys podcast where they talk about this thing that happened with Mr. Ned,
yeah.
the guy that cheated.
And for those who have no idea what you're talking about, they can listen to the previous episode.
Yeah,
For this
where
episode.
we wrap it up real nice.
Yeah, and go ahead and like and subscribe also. Please
Please
continue.
do.
Statistics say 20% of men cheat and 13% of women.
15 and 13.
No, 20.
20 and
and
13.
13.
A full 7% more.
Mm.
That's a good guy in the chairing as well, by the way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
I-
good.
And that's not just, that's having sex with someone that's not your partner, not just fooling around.
Mm.
So maybe fooling around, the ladies boost up their statistics a little
Ah.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
But you know what? That means that women are more often mistresses, mysteries, if you will.
Mm.
If men cheat more, there must be more women who are
Yeah, because,
comply.
yeah,
accomplices.
because
Do you think they know?
they might
Oh,
not know.
good point. They
Yeah,
might not
they
know.
might
You're
not-
right. You're
they
right.
might not know.
That's that female perspective shit that you need, Amir.
But no, that's why we have her.
Yeah.
That woman over there.
Yeah, and then I think women are, and then maybe there's like solidarity there, you know, or maybe
Yeah.
no. I think men are more solidarity wise. They're like, hey, bro, like just so you know, like this your girl? She's been texting me too. Then that's
That bro code.
That's that bro code looking out for bros.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a statistic in a scenario where it was like a scenario. They asked guys if a random girl would come up to you and say, "Hi, do you want to have sex with me?" Just that? What was that?
It's a creaking floorboard. I was like, what the?
Oh,
it
wow.
sound like I mean, it's October. Could
It's
have been a
October.
ghost.
Yeah, it could be.
So
Like 90% or something crazy like that of all men would say yes in that situation if they found her relatively attractive or something. But only like 5% of the women would say yes if they found the person attractive.
5% is even high, I would think.
Maybe even
That's
less than
interesting.
5. But,
Yeah.
but you get my point. Like a big, massive, the opposite reaction,
I mean,
basically.
yeah, statistics like that are rare.
Yeah.
Where like one side is complete, but I understand, you know, like it's a complete risk for women, whereas guys are like if this turns out that you're gonna do something bad to me, like odds are I think I'm gonna take the risk, like I
Yeah.
like I'm gonna deal with whatever the bad thing is,
Yeah.
as long as I get to bust a nut,
Get something out of it.
and that ain't right.
That ain't right. But those are the statistics.
I was anyway. I was watching this Try Guys podcast, and they were talking a little bit about this situation, and kind of I don't know. This shit came off the wrong way to me. There were two guys talking. There were the two white guys, or the two remaining white guys. They were talking about the whole situation, and they were really like talking about how they're going through this like grief. Like stages of grief, you know, like, and they were really, I don't know. I watched 20 minutes of it, and they rubbed me the wrong way. They were only talking about themselves. Not once did they mention the fact that like this guy had a fucking family, you know.
Oh, okay.
And they were really like, every time one of them talked about how they were feeling and what it was doing to them, the other guy would be like, sort of struggling to find a way to make it about him instead. You know, he'd be like,
So
okay.
they were more concerned about making themselves victims than
that's the way I.
maybe considering the fact that
Yeah,
they
And
broke up
listen,
a marriage and yeah.
Yeah, I got no idea about these guys. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know any of these tried guy.
Yeah, but that's what a lot of people do. Unfortunately, when somebody's going through something and they tell you about that, some people will make it about themselves,
Yeah,
shift the focus.
and I wonder what that is. That's
don't know.
that psychology shit, you know.
That's that psychology.
Like why?
shit.
But it just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. I wanted to see if you agreed at least.
I understand the phenomenon,
Uh huh.
but I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know either. But and I mean, they were really like I was having the best time, and then this happened.
Yeah,
You know, like I was like my career's going really well, and then this happened to me.
yeah,
Like, nothing happened to you.
yeah.
Or actually, they had a TV show that just aired, and then
So it's a little bit like they're
country and they lost it.
whining a little bit.
yeah, they were super whining. These guys were bitches about it, honestly. Even though that it all sucks.
It does suck,
All right, let me.
especially for those guys because their careers were going so well.
Yeah, and then one of them was also like, I mean, I was on Broadway,
Yeah,
and then like,
poor
okay,
you.
man, like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry you were on Broadway.
yeah,
And I was doing the longest tour of my life. I mean, this was like we were doing shows day and night and touring across the country when this happened, and I was trying to deal with it.
they like that perspective.
They honestly
That
need
Gary V perspective.
perspective.
Yes. So anyway, that was the end of my list, by the way.
Yeah, it was a good list.
Thank you. It's short, but I'll try to keep up the list if you guys like the lists
I like Emir's lists.
every now and then.
We should figure out a better name.
Yeah.
Emir's X's. Oh, Emir's X's is really good.
That's
Can we talk about your exes? That's really good.
That's a podcast.
That's an entire
Or he
podcast.
Yeah.
Brings a different one on every week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be such an interesting experimental podcast.
And then since you probably don't remember them
Yeah.
because you're the man,
Okay.
I would bring them on,
Yeah.
and then I'd sit you next. I'd like bring a girl in, and then you'd sit with them, and you have no idea
My
who it
God.
is. So I'd be like, so here's one, and you're like, oh, hi, Emir,
Hi.
and she's like, hi, we
We-
met. And you
yeah.
go,
Really?
Emir, by the
That
way. Yes, we met already.
That would be such a bad look for me. Let me clarify. This is not who I am, by the
No,
way.
it's not who you are. You don't have that many exes.
No.
Anyway, Chris Pratt Mario voice.
I did not hear that.
You didn't hear it? Again, in the
No.
chat, can you pull up Chris Pratt Mario voice?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you could just say that it's just Chris Pratt's
Pratt.
voice.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Maybe we don't play it so we don't get copy striked.
But couldn't they use the original voice actor?
They could have.
He's
he's-
actually in the movie doing
Yeah.
a bunch of other like small character voices and
Yeah.
stuff, but he's not Mario because that's Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it's more like a cameo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But so you didn't hear it or see it.
No,
but
no.
it's basically Chris Pratt's voice.
Yeah.
And I think the movie looks really good.
Wow.
Like
okay.
all the animation and stuff, and it looked like it was kind of exciting. And Jack Black as Bowser is really good. But would Mario's original voice fit in with all of these like A-list celebrities? Like Charlie Day is Luigi. Keegan Michael Key is someone. Toad.
And I thought that was really good as well.
Yeah. That's good. But it's just something with a titular character,
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
I honestly don't feel like it would fit in with everybody else.
Not in that context, because everybody else are like, all the other characters are voiced by A-list superstars. kind
Yeah.
of. So I guess then Mario would also be an A-list superstar.
Yeah, I understand the outrage. You know, you want it to be like you want it to be the Italian plumber Mario. You know,
Yeah.
But he would just sound so weird with like, let's say Terry Crews is in the movie. You know, and then Terry Crews has his, or The Rock's in the movie.
Yeah.
and they have their like classic voices, and then next to that is Mario, and it's this like, and he's going, here we go.
Yeah.
Mario, you know,
But
it's me.
but it wasn't some sort of like copyright thing, right? They just
No.
didn't want to use.
No, they could actually have had the original voice actor play
Okay.
Mario.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for like what,
Mm,
fucking
forever.
50 years,
Yeah.
40 years.
Nice job.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Anyway, the guy also got the job on like a fluke.
Yeah. I've heard that there was some sort of story.
Yeah.
behind it.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the original Mario voice wouldn't fit. So it's not such a bad idea. I think I might be the only person who thinks that it doesn't really matter.
I see your point. I need to hear his the voiceover
Can we get that, Katie?
and get that. But I if you say it sounds like Chris Pratt, then I know.
Yeah, I can play it, but
Maybe it's also like good marketing if Chris Pratt is voicing.
Yeah, he is
That
the
guy's
hottest star,
Yeah.
you know? So, like, you want the hottest star to play. And it has to be a white guy,
Mm.
right?
For-
Yeah, because could you have Jimmy O Yang? You know Jimmy O Yang?
Yeah, I don't. Wait, who is that?
It's Jin Yang from
Jin Yang.
from
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, yeah.
Love that.
And you can't get Jackie Chan to be Mario either.
No.
but I think the thing is that they have like a A-list cast, like Jack Black, and I think Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
Yeah, but like you said, when you hear Jack Black, he's still like, you can hear it's Jack Black, but he's still like,
But he's doing
it feels like
like
he's
a-
still voice acting.
Yeah.
Whereas Chris Pratt is it's just Chris Pratt talking.
Yeah, but there are also only 2 lines.
Yeah.
He just goes, whoa, like, what is this?
That's Mario.
But their Toad was voice acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, and same Bowser, he would be when he in the trailer he's voice acting. But it's since it's only basically 2 lines we get to hear of Mario, I think you give him a chance because we might actually see him be like more animated, more
Because
you
you
know,
still want that. It's a me, Mario.
yeah,
a little
kind
bit
of.
of that.
Kind of.
Because it's his character.
But they should have also gotten like an Italian actor with a little bit of
Yeah.
or maybe like
Yeah.
I don't know
The
if
thing
Al
is, I
Pacino
think
is.
that
Maybe,
everyone
interesting.
thought he was gonna be like, it was gonna be really bad and stupid and stuff.
Maybe it's a political correctness type of thing. Maybe it wouldn't be appropriate to like say it's a me, Mario. It would be like
And
making
he's-
fun of Italian people. It's like stereotype, and maybe they wanted to avoid that. I don't think that's a good reason, but
Maybe
it could be like,
because Mario's a human.
yeah,
He's pretty much a human.
Yeah.
yeah.
So like it makes
He's
sense.
Italian, right?
Yeah, and he's
Or-
Italian, so it makes sense a little bit that he's just like he just has a normal voice.
Yeah,
He's not a toad, and he's not a big monkey.
yeah.
But he's so like, but everyone has these like, I don't know, cartoon voice actory voice, and now Mario's like, what is this place?
Yeah, is that your American accent?
Wait,
That's why he said it like as well.
and when is this movie coming out? Is it soon or?
We're not gonna give them free, or unless the deal went through.
I think so. That's
We
why I
can-
asked. Why can-
April 23.
April 23.
Yeah.
Go watch Super Mario Bros. On April 23 in theaters near you.
Yes.
This is an official sponsor of the video. No,
Yes.
we can't say that actually.
We can say whatever the fuck we want.
We can't
because
because they're not going to see it.
Not
I
gonna
mean,
see it.
no one's seeing the 43p these days.
Well, let's move on. Well, oh, we got tagged on Instagram
Oh, with what?
from Malin
Oh,
From-
cute.
Cooley Combo podcast.
Fun combo.
Yes. Anyway, do you have something else you want to hit from that little list over there, or?
Oh, nice.
little-
Actually, it's
that was
okay,
good.
No,
Keep
no.
that
How
up.
about you go?
Keep
How about you go?
I was just saying that. Okay, here's a statement. Maybe I've said this already. I'm becoming a bit of a
Dementia.
a dementor.
Yeah.
What do you
You
think
actually
about?
are a little bit of a dementor.
I am a little bit of a dementor. What do you think of this statement? That this is not necessarily what I think, but the more interesting people dress, the less interesting they are.
Disagree.
Hard disagree from Richard Hendrickson to
Disagree.
my right,
Because
and a hard agree from guy in the chair.
okay, what is interesting? my jeans are ripped.
Yeah.
Is this
It's
me trying to be interesting?
No, it's not. It's not interesting enough.
I these days,
Yeah.
in this dark coldness we experience, I
Yeah.
like to dress a little bit more colorful.
Yeah.
Is that
No, that's not. You need to be more interesting than that.
so? What like?
Because it's still casual when I look at you. But some people, you can tell that they don't look casual. They put a lot of effort. Maybe they're wearing this secondhand leather coat, and you
And
can
it's
just
like long down to your.
yeah, and like they obviously,
School
they
shooter
hit
style.
different. You guys know what I mean. You see somebody on the street and you're like, oh, they stand out. They stand out. But if you stand out, it's because you want to because you lack something. You're not interesting by yourself, and so you need to compensate by dressing like that. You loser.
Get your finger on my fucking face where I fucking shove it up my
Oh,
ass.
it's so bad.
You understand?
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Yes.
I'm not showing you that. I understand.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your stance?
My stance, I have no stance. I just want to float that
neutral,
out.
baby.
I'm neutral.
Oh,
No.
don't be a pussy.
The
Come
only thing I can say is the people that I think are interesting and that I admire somehow are not dressed very well.
I think that's also adding to the point. I think ever since people like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, I guess Mark Zuckerberg is really the one who like made a thing out of it because he wore the same exact outfit
Yeah.
and wears the same exact outfit every single day. He has the t-shirt, like navy t-shirt, no brand on it, and like what, jeans or something, or like
yeah.
like chinos or something.
And then New Balances.
Yeah.
I saw those where people were talking about I think it was Mark Zuckerberg, famous
Yeah.
like granddad New Balances he would wear.
And look what happened. I mean, now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Like you dress the same every single day in really simple things because that's what interesting people do. Or people who don't feel the need to dress like impressive or something,
Yeah.
Like I think it's the opposite thing. I think it's a Gary Vee as well is like really simply dressed guy.
Yeah.
A t-shirt. And
Okay, so that
jeans
in
every day.
itself becomes a thing.
That in itself is something
what
that
you're
people
saying.
strive
True.
to recreate in themselves. And then like maybe they're begging someone secretly, they're waiting for
Hoping
someone to
that-
just ask them about
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I noticed that you only like is that a thing? Like, oh yeah, like I don't feel the need.
Yeah,
to,
true. There are
like,
posers.
They're posers, and they think that they're better than people who
Yeah.
buy expensive clothes.
That's true. There's that layer, so we need to watch out for those. But I'm thinking of those. You can sort of feel when it's that and when it's not that. So somebody like, oh shit,
I have a
don't
good
even know.
example. Julia Fox,
Who's that?
Uncut Gems.
Oh, okay.
You know her.
Yeah.
She dresses really like grocery. She like there are pictures of her going to Walmart.
Yeah.
And she wears like a bikini with like 2 fucking little diamonds covering her nipples, and then like leather pants, or
Wow.
something like that. Like really crazy outfits.
Yeah.
When what has she really done that's like interesting at all?
Yeah.
She was in Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncle Jams.
Yeah, good. So she was in that one movie, and then everyone was like super fucking horny for her, and then she got with Kanye West, and I don't know what else makes her interesting other than that. But then, for example, like Kanye West himself, no matter what you actually think of the guy, he's on a tear these days. Dresses really interesting, I think,
Yeah.
and is a really interesting guy.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson dressed pretty interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of flashy things, and he was a really interesting guy, probably.
So there are exceptions to this. It's not a rule per se.
But we're talking about the common average Joe.
Yeah. But think of somebody like Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist John Frusciante, for instance. He does not dress interesting. and you can, and it's not like I don't think he's posing. That's just who he is. Like there are literally photos of him doing press these days with the same shirt that he had 20 years ago from a different tour. So it's like that feels legit, and then he's also interesting to me, at least.
Yes.
So yes,
I am agree in
Yeah.
that.
but yeah, I was thinking of the average Joe because if you go to like the hip part of Stockholm, Södermalm,
Yeah.
for example, people there dress interesting, but when you interact with them, they're quite the same.
Why?
Or maybe that's just me being a dick.
And
but
maybe.
I think it depends where you live as well. I think Stockholm and Copenhagen, I think are very fashion-centric cities. Or I think a lot of people are trying to dress
appear a certain way.
interesting, and they try to dress different, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you walk down the street and you pass like 5 people wearing those long leather
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what makes someone interesting to you then?
What makes someone interesting? That's interesting. That question right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a close repeat.
Thank you.
Turn off the pod and think about that one for a
Think
second.
about that. That's a hard question for me to answer.
Then that's why I ask it. I don't know either.
I think it's like when I think of these people who don't dress interesting and who I admire, there's usually something in particular that they're good at, maybe,
I think,
or that.
but okay.
Yeah, go.
Let me. There's something that they're good at in particular.
Yeah.
Can it only be one thing, or is someone interesting someone with many different hobbies? Like
That can
they're
also
super into sewing, but they're also super into snowboarding.
That can also be interesting. I guess what I just don't want emptiness.
Does it have to
inside.
be? Does it have to be in art?
No, it does. It doesn't.
Like, what if someone is really, really into cars?
Yeah.
Are they interesting?
Not to me personally, because I have no interest in cars, but to somebody else, I guess.
So let's say someone's walking down the street and they're dressed really simply,
Yeah.
but they're really into cars.
Yeah.
So that's not interesting to you. But what if someone is dressed really like shiny stuff and like golden blazer with a bunch of like
Yeah. Something.
flags on it,
Jewelry,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. But they're like one of the best authors, one of the like best authors in
Yeah.
the world, and they also really are into snowboarding.
Yeah.
And they also have like a sock brand. They're the inventor of Happy Socks.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
sponsor
yeah.
of the show. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Comfy.
Just kidding. We can't say that actually.
Well, one day maybe.
Then they're interesting. You know?
Yeah. There are exceptions.
There are exceptions.
There are
Yeah,
exceptions.
but you haven't even stated what your opinion on the matter is. Has it changed?
No, I think there is some truth to it, but it's not a hard agree from me. But there is some truth.
It seems like you're leaning toward agree.
I am leaning a little bit towards agree somehow, because it's just been my experience, or maybe it's just me being lame and they don't want to talk to me. It could be that too.
I think anybody who puts too much thought into that's not doing a pod
Yeah,
for interesting discussion.
yeah,
Anyone who puts too much thought into that, I think, is lame.
is lame, for instance.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I don't like to buy colors because like I don't need to stand out. I
Yeah.
don't feel the need to stand out. Like fuck you, man. Like, why do you think
Trigger
you're better
point.
than everyone. Fucking
Yes.
asshole.
So at the end of the day, are you leaning more toward agree or disagree?
I'm disagree. I think people should wear whatever they want to wear, and they can be as interesting or boring as.
Yeah, that I think too.
Oh,
No, I think they should have the right to wear what they want. But I'm just saying, like, some people are just overcompensating something by putting so much effort into their appearance. Sometimes.
How about you? Any?
Maybe disagree. Feels like there's. I feel like people could maybe dress like more crazy because like that's their thing that they're interested in. So then when you talk to them and you know it's clearly not your thing, then I think it would feel like, of course, they don't seem interesting, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
So I feel like I see those kinds of people like hang out with each other, you know?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
That has an effect on what it is you wear. I would think, at least. I mean, your friend group is really influential on you culturally.
Mm.
You know, like if I didn't meet a bunch of gamer guys
Yeah.
that didn't party or smoke at all,
Mm.
and I instead was in a class with people who partied and smoked and dressed interesting,
Yeah.
maybe even like when I was a younger kid, I would have started to, be more interesting
Yeah. Yeah.
rather than just sit at home and play games all day.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is the kind of shit I do on the pod. I bring out these controversial.
Yeah, and then you make no opinion.
My opinion is that I am
No, you made
leaning
an
more
opinion,
towards
it's
agree
good.
than
Yeah.
disagree, but not hard agree.
Yeah, I'm glad we could disagree and still remain friends.
Hey, that's what the world needs. A little bit of this and that.
You know what the world also needs?
What? A banger of a conversation,
Yeah,
which you will give us now.
yeah. Unless you want to go first.
I
I mean, I do have something.
also have stuff.
Did you see that Bruce Willis sold the rights to like some deepfake company to make movies using his likeness?
Oh, I saw something about that.
Yeah.
It's okay, so that's what he did.
Yeah. I think this is really fucking scary and crazy. Well, he did sell them the rights, and it's also, it's known fact now that the guy has something. He has alopecia.
Okay.
What was that shit he had?
Alopecia.
Alopecia.
I know this.
No, he had
I know
like
this.
he had the thing where you have Crohn's,
Crohn's disease?
Mr. Beast style.
Okay, the stomach issue.
No, he has something. Can you look that up, Katie? But anyway, he sold
Okay.
the rights to Deepfake himself,
Mm.
so he can make more movies
Mm.
because he has like a sickness and he's
Aphasia?
huh
Aphasia?
aphasia. Yeah, it's like I actually have no idea.
Impacts
what it
your
is.
speech and how you communicate with people.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's been pumping out shit movies.
Mm.
If you look at his IMDb page, you're gonna see like the last couple of things he's done in the past like 2-3 years are all like awful movies,
Mm.
and there's so many
Yeah.
where he's just in front of a green screen and he does like 10 minutes of the movie
Mm.
just so he could get like a big paycheck because he has this sickness that's gonna make him not be able to act anymore. So he's trying to make as much money as he can.
Is that what he has said himself?
I think so.
Okay.
So he's trying to make as much money as he can
Mm.
to, so he can leave his family with something good,
Yeah.
which I really respect.
I respect that, but doesn't he have enough already to do that?
I think so. But at the
When
same
is enough
time,
enough?
It's like if you could leave your family with $50 million
Yeah.
or $100 million, would you leave them with 100 million or 50?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do this deep fake shit. I would be like, you guys get 50. That should be enough. I don't want to be a deep fake thing forever.
Yeah, that's the thing. Isn't that kind of cool though?
I don't know.
Imagine
Somebody's got to do it, so we can see how it turns out with him. But
yeah,
I think it's weird.
it is weird, but he's basically going to be the first like internet actor or like actor,
Yeah.
robot AI
But
actor.
imagine like you're his kid and then he dies and then your father is like still appearing in movies in your life.
Yeah.
It must be so strange. I don't know if I would want to do that to my kid. I don't know how they would feel about that.
Okay, I see that point. I see that point. I just think the idea of like in 50 years from now,
Yeah.
you're going to be an 80-year-old man,
Yes.
and you'll still see a
79-year-old.
Bruce Willis movie,
Yeah.
and he's gonna have like a dialogue with someone who's also dead.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Miles Teller's next. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, do the deep fake thing on me too, bro.
Yeah. It's
And
a
then-
trend.
Yeah, and then like we don't lose these stars in a way.
Yeah.
But maybe we should.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should just let people be
Dead.
dead and gone.
I will say his representatives are denying that he signed a contract.
So it was
fake
fake
news.
news
to
all along.
essentially sell his face. But he did.
You heard it here first on the
He-
43P.
43P.
He agreed to a Russian commercial where they deep faked his face for that.
I see.
But they're saying he didn't sign a contract.
So he's with the Russians.
So he's
That
with the Russians.
Motherfucker.
You heard it here
You heard it
first
first
on the
on that.
43P.
Incredible breaking news.
Breaking news sort of a podcast.
What if he does though? Let's still assume that.
Me, I hate the idea so much. I'm a hard no.
I'm also
You cannot
a no.
convince me otherwise.
I am also a no, even though I think it's interesting.
I think it's interesting. I would still like to see somebody do it, but I just wouldn't want to do it myself if I was
Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
Okay, let's say you sell deep fake rights to your face
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
and you get $1 billion.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, all the time, always,
And the 43 podcast lives on forever.
with your deep fake face on someone else that I can have a conversation.
That would
with.
be horrible.
You're not doing it?
For 1 billion?
$1 billion.
Now that's making things difficult because I'm an average Joe and I could use the money.
$500
Yeah.
million.
Yeah. That's difficult. I would have to ask somebody
The thing is,
what they
like,
think.
the thing is that there needs to be a lot of different like clause in the
Yeah.
contract. Like, are you like, is it gonna be in porn? Like,
Yeah.
are you gonna deep fake my face in porn now? And then like,
You need a damn good contract for that.
yeah, and this guy's got to have a real big dick. You know what I'm saying?
If it's gonna be important.
I want if that's gonna get leaked,
Yeah.
and then like maybe somehow my parents are forced to see it.
Yeah.
I want that dick to be big,
So you can feel proud.
so everyone
they
can see
can-
I got a big one.
Yeah, if they, I would consider it. I would say let me sleep on it.
No, they say you have to make a choice now. Like where we got the deep fake technology ready
Oh
to go.
no, it's one of those.
I mean, I think I do it. Man.
maybe
like, isn't
yeah.
that crazy? Like how adamant you were to be against this, but still, the draw of money is so strong.
Yeah, but when you say 1 billion,
it's so good.
I could elevate the quality of life in my family to like,
Even
Yeah.
or you guys,
Yeah,
I
even
could give you a
500.
couple of millions.
Even if they put your face in porn, like,
Some,
and
at
how
least.
embarrassing that would be for your parents.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be like they could ignore it while they live in the mansion I bought them
Yeah.
with this like 1 billion,
Where? Which one? Where,
Yeah.
Which mansion?
Yeah, exactly.
They have one in the
True.
Hollywood Hills.
However,
when I
if I
turn
was
up in my helicopter for
Yeah.
dinner.
Private
if I
jet.
was already famous and had a lot of money, then I wouldn't do it. But I would consider it then.
Yeah.
If it's
As
a
an
billion.
average Joe,
Yeah.
honestly, put it in whatever you want. Honestly, like, unless it's like some awful shit. No, it has to be anything you want. I'm talking like snuff videos. You know, you can never prove. Oh, now this is interesting. You can never disprove or you can never prove your innocence in something. Let's say someone uses a deep fake to like do some really fucking awful shit, and like it's a video of you torturing someone. You know,
Yeah.
you can be like, that wasn't me, man. Like, like, oh, but there's something with the rights, like legality there.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It feels like the would you rather of like, would you rather have sex with your parents and no one knows, or you don't have sex with your parents but everyone thinks you did?
Yeah.
Where it's like all these movies of you, and
Yeah.
you can't say like that's not me. Everyone thinks you did
Yeah.
all of this.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if it's in legal things, I sell them the rights. I think,
Yeah.
even if it's like gay sex, I actually don't care. Like,
and you-
I'm living it up.
Yeah, so you're down, but are you also down?
Yeah, I guess if it's nothing like illegal, like you can't be framed for anything.
Yeah.
Well, what would you be framed for? You're not even
don't
alive
know. Got this.
anymore at this point, right? This
No,
is
we're
post-
talking
that's like
right
starting
now.
from
right
now.
now.
Right
oh,
now.
okay.
They've put every episode of the podcast through their AI
Yeah.
programming machine.
Maybe I would say no at the end of the day. Still, even if it's a bill out of some sort of,
Bill.
even if it's a bill.
You're smoking crack.
Because some things are just more important than
Stop smoking crack, man.
Stop! You gotta stop with the
What
crack.
the fuck? 1 billion? I mean, okay, I'll take it, and you can have a couple of million.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
that's
so-
a good move.
That's so funny. Kenny and I are always like, these billionaires, like, why can't they just give us a couple of
Just a
million?
little bit.
Couple of
If you see Bill Gates on the street, why can't he just
Why can't
give
he
you
just give me a
Yeah.
like? He's not gonna miss it.
a mill or
Who's
something?
the Amazon guy?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, isn't there like a thing that's like Jeff Bezos could give everyone in the world $1 million
Yeah,
and still have
everybody in the-
like 26 billion left or
Yeah,
something?
and he would still be like.
So where's our
much richer.
million?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, the COVID happens.
I could use a mill.
Yeah.
The prices are skyrocketing. Inflation, gas.
Yes.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Gas
We
ain't
could
free.
use gas ain't free. We could use a couple of mil, bro.
Give me $1 million and you'll never hear from me again.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
if somehow the magical man himself, Jeff Bezos, my favorite, sees this,
Your hero.
I just need a couple of mil. Just a couple
Just
of
a
mil.
couple.
And you know what? I fall off the face of the earth.
You'll never hear from me again.
I will literally buy a mansion on
And
I'll buy
disappear.
an island, build a house there. That's it. Play
Yeah.
games all day.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, I don't know. It would be nice.
Be nice.
I would ask
be
if I saw
nice.
him.
Anything else we want to say on this deepfake shit? Because we kind of walked away from the acting part of it.
Yeah. I don't have much else to add to that. Deepfake.
No,
It's interesting.
It does sound like the start of the end.
Yeah, all of this shit, like the Neuralink, Elon Musk thing,
Yeah.
and like virtual reality, metaverse, like all of these things are.
Colonization on the moon.
It's scary. It's
Yeah.
scary shit.
Or Mars.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the beginning of the end of humanity.
It's the beginning of the
You
end.
heard it here
I
first on the
did see a
43P.
video that was these two guys that have a YouTube channel, and he made basically like a deepfake AI of his friend by going to one company that makes like the body and the face, and then going to another company that recreates their voice. So they could film a YouTube episode without the guy ever being there. Like he doesn't have to record anything. Like they have his voice and they have his face. That's pretty crazy.
I'd love to do that with you.
It is pretty crazy.
I never.
Oh,
have to
yeah?
sit here
You don't
with
wanna sit
ever
here?
again. No.
Mhm.
I think I saw something like that as well on TikTok, but it was fake. Like he went on a website and he was like, "Oh, I want this," and then people were like, "This is like," or it was shown to be like a joke account or something like that. So I think, but I've also seen a lot of really good deep fakes. I mean, there's a TikToker that does like Tom Cruise deep fakes. That's all this guy does. He does like an impression of Tom Cruise, deep fakes Tom Cruise's face on him,
Yeah.
and that's it. And it's like, yeah, this isn't something that he can sue him over. I don't know.
I don't know. Can you is that just like a filter?
I think you
deep
could probably
fake
make
thing?
it a filter. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's more complicated. You know, there's the mainframe, etc.
There's a lot of shit. You know
yeah.
what isn't complicated?
What?
Liking and subscribing this video on YouTube.
That's not complicated at all.
That's very easy to do.
And you know what this is?
The 43 podcast.
43P.